We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next. Welcome back. We sent our camera crews out into the field to ask some of our viewers their big questions, and here's what they came up with.
Okay, so my best friend's ex-boyfriend, yeah, I have a crush on him, and they didn't date really long, so I was wondering if it's okay if I date him.
You know, here's the thing, if you don't want a best friend anymore, go for it. No kidding aside, I mean, you got to check that out with your friend. I mean, it's not okay to just move. I think you probably know that, but you just need to check it out and ask her. And if you're scared to ask her, then it seems like the friendship's worth more than the relationship, so let that be. There'll be another crush down the road. You can wait.
Absolutely, and so your friend doesn't just kind of come at you. I would just say don't even do it. That is one man in a whole big pond. Go find you another one, because even if your friend says yes, part of her is going to go, wow, really? We're not the friends that I thought we were. Just don't even do it. That's just me.
That's right, and I think she should definitely reassess that friendship. If it's important enough to her, this shouldn't even be an issue, and I can hear her already making the excuses like they didn't date for that long. That doesn't matter. That's your friend's ex. Stay away from it.
Oh, she dated him for 5 minutes. She's going to have an attitude. Let's take a look at the next one.
I have a friend that she drinks too much and everyone's making fun of her. Should I tell her?
And a lot of people are scared to have vulnerable conversations because scared their friends won't like them anymore. This is an important one for your friendship. And my experience with it is when I have to tell a friend how I'm experiencing their behavior, even if it's bad, it adds depth to the relationship and it could change her life. So it's worth you leaning into it. I encourage you to do it.
And I think you can also help her out a little bit by giving her some activities to do that don't involve alcohol and letting her know that it's actually fun also to do those things. You don't have to have alcohol in every single activity. It's actually sometimes more fun when you don't have alcohol in those activities. So I think that's what they should try to work on as friends.
I like it. How about another one?
Hi, Miles. I'm an individual with a disability who has high extensive training in the IT field, but yet find it hard to have the motivation to continue my job searching due to discrimination. Do you have any advice for handling discrimination?
Wow.
That's a good one.
That's not really a quick answer. I think that's a tough one. That's a big issue. But absolutely, there are resources for dealing with discrimination. And the fastest place you can find them, just as a quick resource, is online. If you tap in discrimination and online resources, there is a plethora of information that might help you learn how to navigate this conversation and show up differently. I mean, you are going to have to fight through some of that, but it will be worth the fight. And your condition should never hold you back from what you do professionally or personally.
That's right. And remember, discrimination is not only the wrong thing, it's also an illegal thing. Okay? Absolutely. I think we have time for one more.
Hi, I'm 11 years old. I get a lot of homework and it stresses me out. What should I do about it?
I've heard that 5 times, 5 different ways every other day.
I know, you got the kids, right? So you're experiencing that every day. And I remember when I was a kid and I hated my homework. But you gotta make homework fun. I think sometimes homework is kind of isolating. You gotta get your friends involved. Ask your parents to give you a reward for getting your stuff done early, maybe. Get some fun into it, I think. You know, homework, as an 11-year-old, it's hard to see the relevance, but you're working on your brain, you're working on your skills. It's gonna pay off later.
That's right. What would you say, Miles?
I'm sure it's just major stress. I don't know how you're getting through it.
It's serious for
Come
her.
on, I mean,
Man, that's her life right now, Miles.
That's right.
how stressful can it be? No,
You gladly trade?
to be completely honest, homework stressed me out too because I wasn't very good at it. And so maybe it's asking for a little more support from your teachers or from your parents, because there could be something underneath this stress. It could be that you're not, there may be better ways for you to learn than the way that they're teaching you. So ask for help around that.
And I'd say set up a schedule too, because if you know what your subjects are going to be, like if you have reading on Mondays, you have spelling questions on Tuesdays, set up your schedule so you know what it's going to be, and then give yourself a lot of breaks. You know, if you finish that subject, give yourself some ice cream. Take 10 or 20 minutes, but then get back to it and get that homework turned in, young lady.
11-year-olds have schedules?
Yes.
Put it in your iPhone.
Remember, if you've got a quick question for us, then visit thedailyhelpline.com to learn how to get some answers. We'll be right back after this. Coming up.
And that's why I'm here, because I need some answers.
Was he home last night?
No,
Was he home the night before?
no.
We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.